724, about half of Generation Y has nothing in the bank, nada. A new poll on Americans born between 1977 and 1994 shows they are below average when it comes to financial literacy. Well, let's break it down. That means retirement is going to be even further away and much harder, but you can turn it around right now. Here to tell us how, financial guru Howard Dvorkin in a segment sponsored by our friends at Consolidated Credit Counseling. Hello, Howard.
Good morning.
All right, Howard, so what's the deal? Why can't Gen Y save?
Just simply they weren't trained to save, and they don't care about the future because they're so involved and enthralled with caring about the present. And unfortunately, if you don't care and don't pay attention to the future now, you're not going to have much of a future later.
Yeah, it's the instant gratification, right?
It's people want stuff now, and they're going to spend their money now. And what I see going on is that they have a total disregard for what's going to happen not only 10 years from now, but even 5 and maybe even 1 or 3 years from now. And people have to start saving now. Time is the greatest thing for money, is the greatest friend of money, because you can be aggressive as long as you have time to make up for those mistakes, and you can earn over the course of time a lot of money.
Okay, Howard, so let's talk about how to fix the problem. Do you suggest, because a lot of times when you have a checking and a savings account, you can just transfer from the savings over to the checking whenever you run out of money. So do you suggest something like a CD or maybe a Roth IRA where you can't touch it until later?
Well, an easy way to do this, there's a couple ways. The first way that I see is going through and taking advantage of your employer's retirement plan and putting away even $40 a week. $40 a week, if you're in your 20s and 30s, can equate to, by the time you retire, $40 a week can turn into $1 million.
Wow.
And that's a tremendous amount of money to end up retiring with. And people are looking and saying, well, we're going to have this thing called Social Security. Well, guess what, people? Social Security is not going to be here in another 30 years. It's scheduled to go bankrupt again. And even if Social Security is around, it's only going to pay part of what it takes to retire. But people need to go through and start saving now. An easy way is if you have direct deposit, have some of the money go into your checking account to pay for your monthly expenses that you need.
And you said $40 is good.
And then have part of your money go into a savings account, and automatically, out of sight, out of mind, you're not going to remember about that.
We have a lot of tips just like that one on our website. If you like, thank you, Howard, for being here so much. If you would like to learn more about how to manage your money minute, go to southflorida.com/money. And while you're there, learn how to shop smart and save. We have tips for scrimping in your everyday life. That's southflorida.com/money.